Peters here with grandson John from stampinbj.com, and today we obviously want to share with you something from the Garden Impressions product suite in the brand new Stampin' Up! Catalog. It's a fun little technique that you're sure to love. Let's get started. Close-up of this gorgeous card that actually is very simple to do, and you're going to be surprised at how easy it is to get this color. So I used the bundle with Abstract Impressions, this new stamp set, and is bundled with the Springtime Impressions Thinlits dies. And there are 3 dies. This is the one that I obviously used, the butterfly and the little flower. This reminds me so much of a customer favorite stamp set called Rose Wonder from a few years ago. When you use this die, I highly recommend our Big Shot die brush and the foam pad that goes with it, because it helps get all those little pieces out. I put mine in one of our wide mount stamp cases because that's easy to collect all those little snippets that you're going to get. You are going to want this for sure. For this card, I chose to use several of the new colors, Balmy Blue and Lovely Lipstick, Granny Apple Green, and Pineapple Punch. And I used my sponge daubers to do the coloring. And you notice that I take my sponge daubers and I just use my label maker and add the color to it, so then I know what color I've used that particular sponge dauber for. And I'm doing it on my silicone pad so I don't wreck my stamping surface here, or my surface that I shoot my videos with. But I'm just dipping in the ink and kind of just doing a little bit of a twist on with the sponge dauber here, and that's just enough to color them with a nice rich color. Let's grab the Lovely Lipstick here and get some of these bigger flowers. This Lovely Lipstick color is just a nice bright red and really, adds a lot of pop to these flowers. You'll notice that when I get close to the next flower, that there's a little bit of color that is, kind of goes into the next color. I'm okay with that. I think just this kind of abstract kind of look is really going along with the stamp set. In fact, the name of the stamp set has the word abstract in it. So I'm cool with that, All right, let's grab a little bit of the Pineapple Punch here. All right, now for the Granny Apple Green on the leaves. Oh, it's a nice bright green. And there we have it, our finished colored flowers. Isn't it gorgeous? I sure am loving these ink pads and how well they show off the color and stand together. I hope that you're enjoying them as much as I am. Now there are lots of ways to adhere this to your card base. You can certainly use the fine tip glue pen. It works well. You can be careful and use this mono liquid glue. It's really pretty easy to use when you use the fine tip end. Or, as I've shown in videos before, you can use the same multi-purpose glue and turn this over and ink it up all over with using a sponge. You can check out a previous video for that technique. Let me show you today how I would use the multi-purpose glue. So just using the fine tip end and barely a little squeeze, you just want to get a little bit of glue around the edges and a little bit in the middle. So there I've got some glue just around the edges, and now I'm just going to kind of carefully, because I don't want to shift it once I get it down, lay it on my 4 by 5 1/4 piece of Whisper White, and then I'm just going to flip it over and give it a little press. And there we go, a great adherence. So really, any of these options are a great option for these detail dies. Don't let it scare you from doing this really fun project by wondering how you're going to adhere it. I chose the Whisper White thick cardstock for my cardstock base, and this was 4 1/4 by 11, scored and folded at 5 1/2. And I'm going to pop this up on some Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm using my edges up today. Just pop that on there just like that, and there we go. And here's that finished one. And then I've got a little 3/4 inch strip of the Balmy Breeze, a new color, and I'm going to use the basic black for my greeting here. We don't need it quite that long, so I'm going to trim just a tish off. That's a scientific term, just a tish. So I made a little slit in the middle, and then I'm coming from the corners up to that point, and I get a great little pennant and a couple more dimensionals. Put that right there at the top, looking awesome. Then I came in with my Stampin' Write markers and added just a little bit of pop to the center of a couple of these flowers. So this one is a lovely lipstick, so I'm staying in the same color scheme. I'm using the fine tip end here. And these are, several of these are the 2018 to 2020 in colors. So you'll get those markers in a pack. Here's the pineapple punch. And that's that. What a gorgeous card. I hope you check out the Garden Impressions product series in the new Stampin' Up! Catalog. I think you're going to love it. There's lots more to show from this product suite that I know you're going to fall in love with. Thanks for stopping by today. You can purchase these products in my online store at stampinbj.com, and I appreciate your purchase because it helps me keep doing these videos. Thank you so much, and have a great day.